Hey, it's Jon Mykala here with another special guest. You guys are going to love this. Morgan Arwood is with us today with the National Frame Builders Association. So we are going right to the authority to talk about a very special topic that we see a lot of issues with, and that's selecting the right builder for you, like making sure that you've got someone in your corner on your team that is going to allow your Barndominium dreams to come true. So Morgan, thank you so much for being with us
Hi,
to go
John.
through and
Thank you for having
highlight.
me.
Oh,
Thank
my
you
pleasure.
for
Absolutely. No, we are very, very honored. So having teed up, can you give us just a little bit of background about well, let's talk really quickly about the National Frame Builders Association, what that is, so people are aware.
So the National Frame Builders Association is the only national trade association that represents the post frame industry. So we have contractor members, we've got manufacturer and supplier members, and we support our contractor members in a variety of ways.
Well, and it's funny too, because like one of the things I talk to my clients about, like when a builder makes a commitment to an association like that, they are public to me, they're publicly announcing their commitment to their trade, their craft, that they want to be better, that they're looking for additional support to be able to better serve their customers. So I think associations like you guys have to support post frame builders out there is huge. It's such a valuable resource. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yep. It's an investment in the company, and it's a commitment to excellence and building excellence. Yes.
Right, right. So, like our topic today is having the consumer who may have varying levels of experience, education when it comes to choosing a builder, and maybe a contractor too. Maybe they're going to do some DIY stuff, but they want to select a contractor maybe for doing the shell. What's the first step? Where do you as as being heavily involved with the Frame Builder Association, where would you tell people to start? Like what's the first step and or thing to consider?
Yeah. Number one is choosing the right builder. You're going to want to choose a builder who has experience with barndominiums. It's much different to build a barndo or a residential structure than it is to build a barn or a hobby shop. Um, there's a lot of components that are integrated with building a residential structure, like plumbing, electrical, fire safety. There's a bunch of things that go into it. Also, you want to choose a builder who understands zoning. Um, you want to be able to choose a builder that's going to, put you in the right place with the right building.
Yeah. Are there elements that people would, where should they go? Obviously, they could go to your site to find, a list of builders, I'm assuming.
Yep. There's a
Okay.
member directory on their website, and our members are special because they have committed to investing in their company, and we offer a variety of resources to help them in their building endeavors. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Right.
definitely go to our website. It's also a great place to see some of the versatility that post frames building can offer. We have beautiful barndominiums that are on there, and it's bringing the rustic with the modern into it. That's what a lot of people are really looking for, and that's why barndominiums have become such a popular option when building a home.
Yeah, absolutely. Are there questions that pop up in your head about like asking your builder, like, hey, these are some questions you may want to throw out to a builder to ask about, obviously the first one maybe being, are you part of an association, but are there other questions that you can think of that pop up that if you were, trying to hire a builder, what would you ask?
Certainly, I would ask to see their portfolio. A good builder is going to have lots of pictures of things that they have built. Another great way would be to ask for references, because people who have been through the experience with the builder are going to be able to tell you, these are the pros, these are the cons, these are the things we wish we had done differently, and it'll give you a really good feel for what kind of a builder they are.
Yeah, perfect. How do you think, maybe this is a little speculative, but how do you think the builders inside of, your association feel about like being transparent with costs? So, like, I know in my tenure as, being in mortgage lending for 30 years, I would run into builders who are like, this is the price, like there's nothing else. But then, like for me, I get it. They got to make money, but I like to see, you know, itemizations and have them break it down so I can feel better equipped and understanding. Well, what do you think the builders in your association would say to that kind of question?
I think that transparency is something that is very important to them. And one of the, nice things about post frame construction is it's all customizable. So you can, determine your finishes. The cost can go up or down based upon that. All of it's customizable. So, depending on what your needs are, you can change the building design to fit what it is that you need. So I think they're pretty transparent about it. Of course they want to get paid, but they also, want to provide a good structure for their clients.
Absolutely, yeah. What about like third party verification? So like I know that one of the recommendations we have for folks when they are doing part of the process, like, hey, go check with state licensing, maybe ask for contact with their their insurance company to verify proper insurance requirements. Do you have any recommendations on that for like third party verifications?
So the reality is a lot of times in states there are not licensing requirements
Oh, okay.
for builders.
Wow.
So it's I mean, honestly, it's scary when you're thinking about putting your family into a building structure,
Yeah.
and then there's not licensing requirements. That is troublesome.
Yeah.
I think insurance would be a great way to go. Making sure that they have adequate insurance. Better Business Bureau is another good way, and then talking to their previous clients is another good way.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Well, those are all fantastic little pieces of information that people should be, writing down vigorously on a piece of paper to, get ready to do their builder interviews. So, from that standpoint, I want to talk a little bit about like the critical, like these are the things you can't miss. Like here we go. These are the golden nuggets that are just super important. So, yeah, are you ready for a couple of extra questions?
Sure.
All right, awesome. So when it comes to like the critical pieces, like what would you say is like most important about hiring a builder for a barndominium?
Definitely knowledge. There's a lot of aspects to building a residence that are not in with like an ag building or a fire station.
Yep.
So a lot of times builders will say, "Oh, sure, I can build that for you," but they don't know what they don't know.
Yes.
And so there's a lot of aspects to it that you're going to want somebody who has experience. So things like electrical, a lot of times, they can build the building, but they might sub out the electrical.
Okay.
Plumbing, that's another one. Fire safety is a critical component. Things like snow load, wind, uplift, all of these things can affect the efficacy of your building. And so I would say knowledge would be the number one thing I would look for from a builder.
Okay. All right. And then like from the NFBA, what do you guys do to help, builders with those critical items?
Sure. We have technical support. So some of the brightest minds in the country in terms of structural engineering, professors at state universities. So when one of our members encounters one of these issues, we're their support system. All they have to do is shoot me an email, and we can make sure that they have the information that they need. Same with like building, like zoning officials and stuff. A lot of times the post frame structure isn't considered to be a viable option, and so we're kind of there to back them in the event they need our help to explain why post frame will work in this situation. We also offer webinars twice a month that are good for AIA credit, because we're doing our best to make sure that architects understand that post frame is versatile and cost effective. And so, when you're looking at municipalities or tax funded organizations that are really looking to save dollars but not give up the quality, post frame is a great option. So we offer webinars. We have technical sessions at our annual conference. We just had our conference in the beginning of March, and we were in Des Moines. And we had a lot of sessions that were talking about the technical aspects of building. And so we offer a lot of resources for builders to use. For example, we have a publication called the Post Frame Design Manual. So, I mean, these are like critical pieces to being a successful builder.
Awesome. Yep. And again, for me, it comes back to like you were saying about the knowledge. I look at that as like the integrity inside of a builder, right? Like they're pouring everything they've got into their business to better serve their customers.
Right.
So that was incredible, Morgan. We appreciate you being on with us so much and sharing, you know, those vital components so important to building out that team for someone so that they can be able to live out their dreams of owning a barndominium.
Jon, thank you for having me. And for those of you watching, go to our website and see what Post Frame can do. There's so much versatility. There's so many, you know, different looks, and it's a great way to build.
That's perfect. And that's at the National Frame Builders Association.com, right?
NFBA.org.
NFBA.com. Perfect. Okay.
.org.
Thank you, Morgan.
Okay. Thanks, Jon.
Bye now.